Hey guys, thanks for coming in tonight. Happy Monday. Hope it's going well for you. We are going to start block 61 tonight. I know it came out yesterday, but we're going to start it tonight here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks replay viewers. And thanks YouTube viewers for being here. Hey Ardra. Yay, I'm excited too. So YouTube viewers, if you'd like to participate live on a Periscope and join in the chat, you can download Periscope to your phone and join me here. Search for Penguin and Fish. I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. All right, guys, I'm going to flip you around. Hello! How are you all doing tonight? It's been a couple days. Thanks so much for coming in. Usually I'm here every night at 9:30, but we had a wedding that we went to, and my mother-in-law has been in town, so that's been super fun. We've been hanging out with her. And tomorrow night I won't be here either, because tomorrow is my portrait painting class, which we get to see the first model tomorrow, so first actual painting of a person tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I'll be sure to share some of that too. So we're going to start block 61. We're a little behind on that because I wasn't here on Sunday, but it's a nice, looks like a real nice, easy one. It's by Pat Sloan, who is one of the beginners of the Splendid Sampler. And this is from the Splendid Sampler quilt along, and you can find out more at thesplendidsampler.com. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer, and I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. So I will flip you around and we'll get going for the night. Let me know how your Monday is and how your weekend was. Alrighty, I got my fabrics picked up. So before we get going, I wanted to show you guys something. So, you asked if John's mom was crafty, and she brought actually one of her puppets that she made for No Monster Here. I don't know if you guys know. I know some of you know, and thanks again if you've purchased the book, but we're having a big sale right now through Wednesday of my book that I illustrated and John's mom, so my mother-in-law, wrote, called No Monster Here. And it's 50% off right now, which is crazy. I'm not going to do that again. It's going to be done on Wednesday. But we shot a little video of her reading the book, and she brought her puppets with her. So I just wanted to show you it. It's so cute. But this is her little No Monster Here puppet, isn't it just cute? So this is so she made this puppet, and she reads the book with it, and it helps her turn the pages, and it talks to her while she does it. And look, it's got little feet that can hang over the book. Isn't it cute? And it's all fluffy. It's got a little tummy that you can put in, so the tummy's fluffy, but it's just like the monster in the book, and I just think it's the cutest. So I wanted to share that. The paper piece folding. Yes, so if you guys, I do have these postcards too yet. So I have these Craft a Happy Life postcards. If you want one, just email me at Alyssa, or emails or Alyssa at penguinandfish.com. And you know what? I actually discovered I actually have to order more. So I'm going to order more, and then I'll ship them out to you guys. So that's why you haven't gotten it yet. It's because I realized that, oh my gosh, I'm actually out of those. So I'm going to order more, and I'll send them to you. So if you want one, send me an email, and I'll just send you one. But yeah, that's what I've been using for my paper piecing. But anyway, I'm going to get going on this. And so soon I'll show you the video for the No Monster Here thing. That'll be closer to Christmas time. But it turned out so nice, and she read the book with the monster, and it was just cute. So all right, let's get going on this. I think it's gonna go quick, even though I wasn't here. Oh, you love the book? Oh, thanks so much. I'm really happy about that. I'm pretty stoked about it. So, okay. It looks pretty easy. I know I wasn't here Sunday, and I'm not going to be here Tuesday, so we really only have today and Wednesday to work on it. But I think we can get it done. I mean, we might just get done with cutting and a little sewing today, but I think it'll go really quick. All we're doing is basically one little strip with one little triangle thing, and then sewing it to a couple other pieces. And there's not really much to cut either. So, oh, you have the book too? Yay! Yeah. So I'm still sending out books. So if you've ordered one, it is on its way already. I know a lot of people have already got them from the beginning of the week. Oh, you know what? I'm totally rearranging this already. So, all right. I'm going to use this B fabric. The A fabric. I'm going to use this blue. I think that's why I said B. What I meant was blue. I'm going to use this as the diamond in the middle. This is some new fabric, and so is this. I got a few pieces of new fabric from when I visited my mom. I shopped in her stash, and she let me have some of her blues that I thought would go with my collection yet. So that was fun. But I'm going to use these two for these little squares here. So those are the D and C pieces. So these are the D and C pieces. This is going to be like that diamond in the middle. This is a new piece for my mom too. I know, I'm excited to have some of hers. I just think it's, and she actually is using this cloud one in her Splendid Sampler, and yeah, I just think it's so fun. I love seeing how hers turn out. So that blue is that A, which is this diamond in the middle. That's what we're going to sew these little half-square triangles, basically, or little, I don't know, flying geese corners. And then this, our little fun painted piece, the light color, I'm going to do that for, I'm basically flipping the colors again. I'm doing darks for the lights and a light for the dark. So that's going to be the longer piece. And that's the plan. I mean, that's really all there is to it. So out of these three, we need to cut 4 2-inch squares. And then out of this, we cut some 2-inch by, I think, 3.5-inch rectangles. And that's it. So I'm going to just spray these, and then I'm going to layer them on top of each other, and we'll cut the 2-inch squares. So let's get that out of the way first. And what makes it even more easy is that this might be a solid, or it's actually like a solid batik. I think it has a little bit of a texture, and this is like a batik too, so it's, which is over dyed. So it's basically the same on both sides, so we're not going to have to worry about right and wrong sides like how we have to worry about right and wrong sides with this. We're getting low on fabric, but I think we'll have enough. We'll have enough for our 4. This is so pretty. I'm going to be sad when this is gone. But I think we'll have enough for our 2-inch squares. We'll spray this one last because I think it's the smallest. We'll start with this one. I have the most of this. So let's go up to... I didn't start out with the recommended amount. So they kind of recommended 30 to 35 fat quarters. And I had maybe 25 full fat quarters, and I had a couple fat eighths, and then, oh, this is around the side, funny, okay. A couple fat eighths, and then I had like a yard here and there of fabric. So I think I started with a little less than what was recommended. And I wanted more blue, and I wish I kind of had more blue. And well, now I do. So I got a few little pieces. So these are small. These are smaller than fat eighths, I think. The pieces that I got from my mom. But we added a little bit more to the stash, so I'm pretty happy about that. And it is fun. I really like that it's mom's fabric, and I get to use some of it. So just putting a little starch on these guys. I don't know if they really need it all that much, but kind of in the habit now, and it's fun. I'm just using starch basically instead of steam at this point in the iron. I'm just doing a dry iron. I do need starch for this fabric. This fabric is really gauzy. To get this fabric to feel as thick and solid as these other pieces, that's really what I need the starch for. I don't really need to be starching all of it, but I need to press it because it's wrinkly, and you know, might as well throw some starch on there. You're still convinced it's magical? Yeah, you know what? I like it. It just smells good, and it is kind of magical. Makes the fabric nice and crispy. It's just easier to cut. It doesn't stretch so much and all that. Look how this is so pretty from far away too. I love how it's not all lined up, how some of these are kind of off-centered a little bit. So pretty. Alrighty. So here we are. Let me just see what we got going as far as length here. Oh, you still remember the first time you used it on a shirt? Funny. Oh, yay, you're doing blacks. Yay, that's awesome. You're on number 4. Number 4 is the one, oh, good, I have 8. So I can do 2, 4. Oh, sweet. I can get all of mine out of one strip. That is ideal. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip from here, and then we'll cross-cut it to get our 8 strips. So this is the perfect size right here. I know, less waste, exactly. And, you know, we'll use all the scraps later in the Splendid Sampler. You know, I'm going to make some of that fabric out of fabric, you know, out of all our scraps. We did that once, but we'll do that again. Yep, I'm going to save the selvage. I'm going to save everything. We did make a black. Oh, I should pull it out. It's kind of buried, but one of these days I'll pull out the block that we made out of all just the scraps, the selvages and the scrappy stuff and everything. We just kind of layered it and then put some stabilizer over it and then just sewed it all down. And it's just all the scraps being held down by a lot of stitches from the sewing machine. And that just, we made new fabric out of all our scraps. And it barely touched the amount of scraps I have. Like, I have a full thing this big of it. I think we used maybe this much to do that fabric piece. So I can get I could probably get 10 more. And I have another one of these bags started. So these are all my scraps that are kind of too small to use for the Splendid Sampler right now. It's also all the little embroidery bits and all the sewing bits. I haven't thrown any of it away, really. The only stuff that I've thrown away was the stuff that had... I can't talk and cut. Was the stuff that had stabilizer on it, because if that gets ironed, it'll wreck the iron and stuff. So that... You know, like when we do the applique, it has that tiny little edge that we've cut off of the fusible. That little piece I'll throw away. Should do a border on the outside. Ooh, see, that's kind of cool. What I think I might do is, I might, you know, instead of doing 10 blocks by 10 blocks, I might do 10 blocks by 11 blocks to have it a little more rectangular, and I'll pepper in my bonus blocks that I haven't actually made many of them, but the ones that I've done of the bonus blocks and the fabric that we make, those I think I'll pepper throughout and maybe have as the corners or something of the border. I don't know, something like that. All right, these look all lined up just fine. So I'm gonna trim this selvage off, and then we will cross cut this. This is gonna go speedy, 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 I think, tonight. Oh, I have to thread my sewing machine yet. All right, little pieces. And I don't have my mom's fancy turny table, so we're gonna turn it like that. I think the starch actually helps it all stick together there. All right, a bunch of 2-inchers. 4 2-inchers. I suppose I should double check that. Well, it's a little late now. I already cross-cut it. But yeah, okay. We're right. Oh, the wedding was fun. It was at this, we're like, where the heck are we going? Because it's just in the middle of a couple highways and stuff, and we're like, where's this? But then what it ended up being was this old kind of farm, almost like a plantation. It wasn't just a farmhouse. It was like this whole big farm stuff, barns, and it must have been like a more of like an industrial, like a bigger more corporate sized old farm or something like that. Not a like a single owner farm. And then it had like this courtyard in the center. So they got married outside, and it was just so beautiful outside. I mean, they got really lucky for the time of year. We could go out there in short sleeves and just little sweaters, and it didn't rain or anything, and it's been kind of rainy. I mean, it's that time of year when it's either super cold or super hot and muggy or just pouring outside. That's what you get. It's one of those, but it was just perfect and beautiful. And I didn't bring my phone. That's why and they seemed kind of, no phones during the ceremony. It was kind of, they were trying to get their professional photos, and so I didn't bring my phone. I didn't have enough room in my bag. But the cake was cute, and it was fun. Got to see a lot of family and stuff. Oh my gosh, you're stitching tufts for the hair and the eyes. That sounds so cute. I think I'm gonna keep these two as in my scrap bin. They might be big enough for something. Little 1-inchers. Yeah, they'd be good for like 1.5-inch pieces. All right, so there we go. We got these. I'm just gonna kind of organize them quickly in their different colors because they have different uses. Those we're going to be working with. These kind of we use at the same time, so we'll set those aside together, and these we'll need sooner. Ugh, they look so cute as little squares. Maybe I'm starting to like cutting fabric. I don't know. I just got excited about seeing it as a little square. Maybe that's what I need to get excited about cutting, is that I like to see them cropped and all little. I don't know. I need something to like it more. All right, I'm setting all these to the side for now, and let's cut this. I still really love this fabric. Oh, we got a lot of it left yet. What do we need for this? So we need we need 4 rectangles that are 2" by 3.5. Exposure therapy. There you go. Do it till it doesn't bother you. That might be what's going on. So 3.5. So that's 12, 13, 14 inches. Oh, great. We got 14 inches. I am going to just cut along the selvage. That'll be a good place to do it, unless I can get it this way. Nope, I can't. So perfect. I'm just going to, usually I wouldn't cut like one long strip. I'd kind of cut 2 and then cross-cut it both ways. But, in this case, this measurement's just right, and then we can get rid of the selvage and we'll be good. So I'm going to really spray that down. This is the fabric that is really gauzy. This one doesn't really have a front or back either, really. So we're using a lot of, what's that? What would that be called if it has the same front and back? That's going to have a name. But we're using a lot of those fabrics, so I'm going to really spray this. Makes me a little scared that I'm spraying it that much, actually. It's pretty wet. That's the one thing. I don't know if I'm wild about this sprayer on these Best Press bottles. I like the spritziness of the flatter a little bit better. Oh, it's drying really quickly, though. That's good. A little bit more. Oh, and then yesterday we went out to eat at one of these really, really delicious restaurants in town, Spoon and Stable. It's one of the kind of newish, one of the newest best restaurants of Minneapolis, and that was just delicious. We bought every single dessert they had, which was a little ridiculous, but they were all freaking amazing. My dessert, which is just, it's too ridiculous to even say. It was honey. Oh, no. It was like a sesame, what's it? Like peanut brittle. A sesame brittle made out of honey and sesame seeds with blackberry sorbet with honey, honey, like, granules and bee pollen, you know, like all this, and some cream thing. And then, you know, beautifully decorated, and oh god, it was good. But ridiculous, right? So over the top and ridiculous that it's just kind of silly. It's almost comical. But it was good. But yeah, so fancy that it's, you know, reaching comedy. That's the kind of place it was, but it was fun. We took my husband and his cousin. We took the moms out there, so it was the wives and the moms. So it was pretty fun. All right, we need 2 inches here, and then we'll cross cut to what we need. But yeah, yep, sensory delight for sure. Both of our moms, they flew in together, and John's mom and his cousin's mom, they flew in together from California. They're from different parts of California, but they're both in California. So they flew in together, and then they're flying out tomorrow, and so we took the 2 of them out. They haven't been to the cities in a while here. All right, I'm gonna just get that nice edge here. Man, that starch really is helpful on this fabric. It was fun. But yeah, so she's here tonight. She's hanging out with John right now, and I'll hang out with her a little bit later. Oh, so I just showed the puppet. I'll show it again. Just because I just love it. So here's her little puppet guy. So it looks just like a monster, and when she reads the book, she uses it and stuff, and it nods, and it, you know, talks to her, whispers in her ear, you know, scratching the head. Hide and seek. I don't know. It's so cute, and she does the puppet stuff so well too. But she said that I was allowed to show it, and I wanted to show you. She also made these other, like she made this little mask and stuff too, which I thought was super cute. Like a kid could wear this. I think she has a little pattern for it, and just fun little things with the monster. But yeah, and it's just so cute. So she read the book. We filmed her 10 books for Halloween neighborhood kids. That'd be awesome. So she filmed, how many of these do we? So 3.5 inches. We set up our house today. We shoot a lot of film stuff in our house. It's kind of odd. But we set up the house, so it was cute. And then she read the book with the monster, and we filmed it, and we're hoping to use that later. You still need to order. Well, if you order before Wednesday, or not before Wednesday, but through Wednesday, it's 50% off still. All right, I need 4 of these. I think I might have cut the hair big, but that's okay. Yep, exactly. And then we're hoping to get it on Prime. I mean, that's what this is kind of about. I'm just trying to get some more books out there and hopefully get some more Amazon reviews. And in the order, I actually show you how to do an Amazon review because it's kind of finicky and weird. You can buy it either on Amazon or my site. The 50% off, though, it's not listed because I'm only really telling you guys here on Periscope and telling my newsletter list. So it's not like broadly, it's not like a big advertisement. I will manually do the 50% off after it's ordered. So after I get the shipping ready and while I'm doing all that, I'll take the 50% off. But it happens within 24 hours because I'm really trying to get them out fast to you guys. But yeah, so I'm hoping, what we're hoping to do is do like a bigger, not necessarily a sale, but a bigger, broader, that's the better word, a broader release of it closer to Christmas. We're hoping to get it on Amazon Prime by then, because it's awesome to buy stuff on Amazon Prime, especially around Christmas time. So that's what we're kind of doing a little pre thing of that, just to hopefully get more reviews and more sales, so that when we do go with the Prime, hopefully they have all their algorithms and all that crazy shenanigans. We're learning a whole lot about Amazon because we did not know a whole lot, and there was a whole pile of background shenanigans on the selling side of it. So it's an education, that's for sure. So we're in the process of figuring that out. But hopefully it'll be on Prime soon. But yeah, right now the discount will be through me within 24 hours. And the weird thing, if you do go to get it on Prime, make sure you don't click buy. You have to go to other buying options or see all buying options, and then you have to click the one that says Penguin and Fish. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'd love if you did. You don't have to by any means, but yeah, if you wanted to throw up a review, I would be beyond appreciative. I would really, really love that a ton. Yeah, thanks so much. That's like super duper sweet of you. All right, we got our A squares. Those are our blue. And what we're doing now, okay, we're gonna draw a line on the wrong side of it, place it on fabric A on the end of B, right sides together, and note the direction of lines, so press, okay, I think we got this down. We've done a lot of this. Oh yeah, so even if you don't do it on Amazon, you can still do a review. It just won't say verified purchaser after it. Okay. And I if you get it, I send like little instructions because it can be confusing, the whole Amazon thing. I know we're talking about it a lot tonight, so thanks for bearing with me, guys. I mean, I really, really do appreciate all of y'all that have ordered it, and everyone who's bearing with me talking about it. Okay, let's do this. This is easy peasy. We've done this before. I'm going to draw a line down the center. We're actually going to sew right along that line, trim off the side. All we got to be aware of is that we got to sew it the same way every time. Like, we can't accidentally go this way. Then we're going to be messed up. We're not going to have our perfect, diamond in the middle there. So let's just do it. I'll draw a line on the 4 of these. We'll sew them together, press them, and then, we might get all these units. I know I'm talking a lot tonight, but, I mean, we're done with cutting. What if we get this done tonight in one night? I mean, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd be more than expected. So, all right, I'm going to just place these vertical. Oh, you're so sweet. I really, really do appreciate that. I mean, you guys are the best. I mean, you come in here every night and hang out with me. That's just so nice, and I appreciate it just a ton. So these don't really have right or wrong side, so I'm just going to draw the line. It's kind of a nice little benefit. No rights or wrong sides. I'm using a pencil. I should be able to see that. I'm thinking, oh, wow. Actually, that's pretty difficult. I think I can see it just enough. But wow, it's not easy. But I'm just going from here to there. I'll figure it out. Ooh, that's going to be really bold against that light fabric. If I was doing this, if I didn't have to be so precise, I know we have to be kind of a little bit more precise, or we have to think about our precision on these. It's pretty easy ones, just a little tricky. Oh, diamonds to match up on the side. I think maybe we'll try our whole little, what we've been doing recently with the Wonder Clips. Why don't we try the Wonder Clip thing again and see if that helps us get our diamonds matched up. I mean, this is kind of a hair tiny bigger here. I didn't cut the strip very well. But yeah, if it wasn't for trying to be precise with all these tiny pieces and tiny blocks, I wouldn't have drawn a line on here. I would have just aimed. I would have started stitching at a corner and aimed at the bottom till I hit that corner, and hopefully get close enough. Oh, the Wonder Clips? Yeah, I've recently got them and I haven't used them much, so I'm just starting to discover all the wonders of the Wonder Clip. So it's kind of fun, for sure. I'm having a good time with that. But yeah, I mean, we used them on paper piecing recently instead of pins, to put our final segments together. Okay, I got all the lines going in that diagonal, so I think we're ready to sew. And they worked so much nicer than pins, and I didn't stab myself, which is nice. All right, I'm going to thread my needle here, so I'll just put it up there so you guys can see a little. Threading. I had this out because we were using this for our hand stitching. What were we doing with the hand stitching? It might have been on the bunny yet. I think I had this out to hand stitch the bunny. I don't think we've sewn since then. Yeah, because we had... Did we? Yeah, we had a block. It was the embroidery block. So that was the only thing we did since the bunny. So yeah, it was just embroidery. I thought we had another block in the middle there, but maybe we didn't. Yeah. Huh. Funny. My machine was getting lonely. All right, this is gonna go quick. All right, so I'm sewing from the center to the corner instead of the corner to the center, just because when I do it with just this little corner, my machine really wants to push it, the needle wants to push it down into the machine, whereas if I go this way, it usually works a little bit better. I'm also gonna get my stiletto. Here we go. Get my stiletto out, and that'll help me just hold this and kind of help me aim a little bit, I think. Let's get our ender going here too, our leader. Oh, let's check. Oh yeah, we did paper piecing last on here. I got up, my stitch length is shortened and stuff still. So all right, let's get that figured. All right, we're back to normal now. All right, so I am just stitching right on that line. Wow, I think I'm already messing up. I gotta aim correctly. There we go. All right, that's one. And the nice thing about laying them all out the same is that you can grab them and put them in the machine in the same way. I know, you know, it's so funny because before the Splendid Sampler, I was like, I don't need all those tools. I like that you can do stuff without all the tools. And I mean, like, I don't have a fancy machine or anything, and I don't need these tools. But I've started playing with them a whole lot more since the Splendid Sampler, and man, it's pretty fun. I'm kind of changing my tune a little bit because, I mean, I do really like doing things without the tools because I like the idea that, you know, you don't need all the stuff to get going. But man, now that I'm playing with them, it is really nice. Especially, I mean, for the Splendid Sampler, there are some things that just make life easier. Like, I think that the favorite tool that's new to me, and it just sounds so simple, but it's the rubber bottoms to the rulers. I never liked cutting, and you know, I still don't love cutting, but since I got those rubber bottoms, what are they called again? Oh, True Grips. Ever since I got the True Grips for my, I don't have another ender here. Let's make this one. For the bottom of my rulers, that's been so helpful. I think when it's something you do a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. Exactly. So I'm totally with you. If you want to start quilting, don't go out and get a bunch of tools. That's for sure. Or if you don't do it often, then don't do it. I wouldn't have done it either if it wasn't for the Splendid Sampler. I mean, now with the Splendid Sampler, I'm sewing every single night, and we're doing a lot of similar blocks, like a lot of embroidery, a lot of applique, a lot of paper piecing, a lot of piecing, like this, and some things have just, you know, we're doing it so much that it's just time to get some tools to amp things up, and it's been really, really fun. Wow, this like sewed really odd, but I think we're just gonna leave it. It kind of jumped a little. But all right, I just trimmed those out. I'm going to do the thing where we press it open. we're gonna eventually cut this. Ooh, you guys can't see. Hold on. There we go. We're gonna eventually cut this off, so this won't be here. It'll end up being like this, and then you know, this will get folded open like that. But I am gonna press it open first because I can use this line here as a guide on where that should end up. So I don't, you know, if I didn't have that there, if I had cut this first, so it's like this, I wouldn't know quite how far to go to get back to my rectangle. So I'm gonna press it open first and use that as a guide, and then I'll snip these off. And then, man, then we're just, I think we might finish this tonight because we're gonna just piece the units together, which will go pretty quick. Maybe we'll get close. We might still have to finish on Wednesday. But man, Pat Sloan knows how to make these quick and easy blocks that look cool still. That's a neat skill. I'm thinking. All right, I gotta go underneath. Hopefully I'm not in your guys' way. All right. So I'm just kind of finger pressing that open to where it matches up there. And then we'll press that. All right, great. Feels like it's pressing better with the starch too, which is fun. Look how bold that is. I mean, this almost looks black against how light that is. So I'm just kind of, I press it first just to set the seam. Then I'll finger press it. You know, it's really hot. There. Oops, I think I might have just melted some of my nail polish off on that. That was weird. That's not happened before. Not well. Okay, yeah, look, the start of all of mine kind of have this little arc, so I'm starting a little too far over every single time, but I'm kind of stretching it out a little bit, and it's working out. Alrighty, 3, and last one. Oops, I didn't do the initial press. Yeah, so tomorrow I will be at the painting class. I'll try and do a little scope at the end of the painting class like I did last time. I mean, last time I just went really quick, and it'll actually probably be pretty similar. I can't scope during the class at all because we can't scope. We can't have our phones out when the model's there and stuff. All right, done with this. I'm going to tilt you guys down. But I'll show you the progress. We're going to do it basically black and white of the portrait of whoever's there, our model. So I'm going to lift up this front piece, and we will trim our seam allowance just a 1/4 inch here. So we're going to just be painting in black and white tomorrow. And then we'll be taking that same painting the week after and adding all the color. So we're kind of doing our underpainting tomorrow. And it'll be just, we're going to learn more about proportion of a face and all that, I think, and how to mix black, even though we learned that in our last class. But we'll be reviewing that again. So I don't know, I'm excited. I'm scared for the painting of the faces still, but I think it'll be neat. I think it'll be just like a fun thing. If I actually learn how to do it, then it'll be cool to, you know, do a couple portraits here and there afterwards for fun, I think. Like a real, like, old school painter. I'll feel like an old painter, which will be cool. All right, so here are these pieces. They will ultimately go like this. So fun. Uh-oh, there we go. I'm always like turning them. How's this go? How's this go? Like 8 times. All right, and then we got these guys. So let's do these ones here. I think I'm going to just lay it out here and grab and go to put them together. So these ones will be closest to the point. and these little cloud ones will be farthest away. So it went really dark and really light on this one. I didn't need it to be that contrasty. I could have done a lighter blue, or not a lighter blue, a more medium blue here, and it would meld together maybe a little bit more, but this one's all about contrast, I think. Okay, so next thanks, Cora. So next we sew all these units together. So we'll do the same thing. We'll sew them and then we'll press them. What does it say for sew fabric C and D square together, sew to unit 1. Okay, so it doesn't really specify whether to press this open or not. I'll probably just press it to one side because it's easier for me. But all right, let's just go around, sew these guys, and then all we have to do is sew these together for our units, and then the 4 units. So we got a little bit of time yet. At worst, we'll just have our 4 units to sew together on Wednesday, I think. I mean, this is kind of cruising along here. Man, you could just pump out a bunch of these for a quilt, you know what I mean? Cut a bunch all at once. I mean, all of these units were the same size except for these. I think you could crank out a quilt out of this. Oh, you're working on yours now too! Yay! That's nice. We're working on them together. Alright, matching these up. So this one, again, just in case you're ready to say stop, this doesn't have a right or wrong size. It's that batik one. So I'm bumping it up against my my business card here, which is set at that scant quarter. It's just taped there, and I'm gonna sew these all as scant quarter. I'm gonna do my best to do that at least. That's still a little bit of a challenge, the whole scant quarter deal. But we're getting better as we go along with the Splendid Sampler, that's for sure. Alrighty. Second one, and just 2 more of these guys. Kind of easy peasy. Yeah, doesn't it? I know. I'm calling it the cloud fabric. My mom used that one in her bunny block. I think it was the background. Yeah, it was the background, I think, for her bunny block. So she had a nighttime bunny. Alright, and one more. Oh yeah, so this is I don't think my mom used any of those other blue fabrics that I got, but I didn't take it all. I left half of each of those behind because she didn't want me to have it all. She wanted some of the blues yet too. So maybe she'll use some, but her quilt is more of a green-based quilt. Oh, this one, this watercolor looking fabric, I know, it's up there on my list of tops too, for sure. Oop, let's get this one underneath. No, it's by Mona Luna. It's the collection is from a couple seasons ago. Scissors. Did I not have a scissors? I don't think I ever took out a little scissors. We'll use this little scissors today. This is my 5-inch Dovo house scissors, I think is what it's called, something like that. Oh, the blue cloud, I don't know, the blue cloud isn't mine. That came from my mom, and I don't know where she got it. I think she got a bunch of boutiques at some quilt boutique is what I was trying to say. Boutiques. It's kind of fun. All right, I'm gonna press it to the blue, I think, because it's darker on this side. I could press this open, but I don't like pressing things open. Oh, I was gonna look for that thing to help press things open. Oh, what was that called again? I'm gonna have to look it up. That long roll that you can press your seams open on a little easier. All right, there's one unit. The strip stick, that's it. Strip stick. I'm gonna write it down this time. I got a pencil near me. There we go. I used to have my notepad thing around here. I had all those notes, things to look up when I was done here. I think I just need a new one. I think I filled up the last one. With all your guys' advice. All right. 3. And one more after this. Alrighty. I got yelled at by John's mom and his aunt that I didn't I didn't get a new ironing board yet. I'm still using this gross, crappy one. Or I didn't recover it yet, so I'll have to do that soon. I wonder if I can just order one. I know it's something I could just make really quick probably, but I don't know. I want something that will stick onto it too and not move around. And I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of time. This is my only sewing time, so I don't have a whole bunch of time to be making little ironing board covers. So, well. All right. I just have to remember that I had the lighter ones. You know, we can see. Maybe we like the lighter ones. Nah, I kind of like the clouds on the outside. So the speckled ones, let's call that speckled ones, go towards closer to this middle thing, like this. Oh, it ended up bleaching it. So I tried the peroxide a little, and that actually did take off quite a bit. But it's been on there forever, and it's just so ingrained into it that I don't think anything's gonna get all of it off. And it's not like I'm in love with that cover. Oh, it didn't even take the color off. Jeez. All right, so here's our sub-units that we need to put together. So we just need to sew these with our scant quarter, and these, it looks like we're supposed to press open. Oh, you know what? I can't press open so well when I press these flat, or when I press these to one side, because it's going to get really bulky. I suppose we'll press these open. Let's just do it. I press it to one side to get it going, and oh, that's true. I could just try bleaching the whole thing. They suggested or John's aunt suggested trying, one of those padded squares. That might be not a bad idea. I'll have to check that out. But they suggested maybe baking soda and vinegar. Trying that yet. So I thought maybe I'd give that a go quick too. But really, I mean, it's pretty intense. I don't know if I'll ever get that clean, so I don't know. At this point, it would be fun to make a new one and all that, but at this point it might just behoove me to just order one and be finished. I saw, have you seen those like felt pads? I mean, or is that what you're talking about at Joann's maybe? But like maybe just one of those felt pads that you can put right on your table, but I'm a little scared of the iron being so close to the table, I guess. I don't want to put giant heat marks in the table. I bored out of wood and covered it with, see, that's what I need to do. Something like that would be nice. All right, press them open. I didn't want to do that. Save yourself the frustration and pitch it and get a new one. That's kind of where my head's at right now. In an ideal world, I would make all of this stuff and have fun doing it and all that, but, time is precious too, so I think that might be the deal. All right, we got these all right? Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Okay, let's sew these guys together. This is going speedy. So I think we'll probably just get, from a TV tray. That might be interesting. Yes, it looks very loved. I think we'll probably just get these subunits done and pressed, and I think we'll maybe wait till Wednesday to finish this. I know it's hard when you're this close to just finish it up, but I think I'm gonna just wait. So Wednesday we will thanks for coming in. I think Wednesday we'll put these units together and then see what else we got in the unfinished bin and sew something else. I know we've been working on the embroidery and we got some like a whole pile of needle turn applique things that we're working on, but if I'm going to have a sewing machine out to finish this up, maybe hopefully we have some other sewing machine. Oops, weird. Okay, funny. I touched something on my screen and it did something weird. But I think maybe we'll whip out another one of these sewing ones that I have in my bin. I don't think I have any piecing ones that are unfinished. But there's a lot of paper piecing, so maybe we'll work on a little bit more paper piecing tomorrow after we finish this block. That might be fun. Something where it was worth getting the machine out. Uh-oh. Yeah, like that. It's getting confused. It would have been smarter for me to put all these subunits going the same direction, because then they'd be easier to grab. Yeah, so I think we'll finish this up and then do paper piecing. That's the plan. And John's mom is still here, and then I can hang out with her a little bit more tonight instead of finishing this up, even though it'd be fun to finish up. Okay, like this. Okay. Confusing myself. Yeah, I definitely should have put these units, put them in the same direction before sewing them. But it's so fun to see them kind of get a glimpse of what it's going to look like when it's done. But yeah, I'm confusing myself. Yeah, I like having the stiletto just to kind of guide the seam allowance through and all that. All right, I need the ender again. I started this new one. Okay, subunits done. So we'll trim these guys, we'll press them open, and we will call it a night after that. Something to pick up later. Actually, that's sometimes if you're working on a project and it's tough for you to get started on it, that's actually a trick to get started on a project, is to leave like one step unfinished, because then when you come back to it, you know exactly what you got to do right away, and it's easy to jump right in. So I'm pressing it to one side first, and then I'll flip it around and open up the seam. I think for me that's just kind of easier. Maybe that's not smart, but I like it. Just makes it a hair easier for me. There we go. I read this book about, they're referencing a writer. I don't remember what the book was, but they said that a writer, to make sure that he writes every day, she doesn't sell the puppets right now. Right now she just has her own. She might sell the pattern at some point, though. But no, they're just hers for now. But in the book, it said that for the writer, to get him to write every day, he would stop writing mid-sentence even, so that the next day he could just come in and know, just he could finish the sentence, and the act of finishing the sentence, he was already working, you know? It was easy for him to start, because sometimes it's that, like, blank page syndrome, like if you're trying to write something and that blank page is in front of you, or you're wanting to sew something and there's just a pile of fabric, it's just kind of difficult sometimes. But I don't know, for some reason that's stuck in my head. Leave it unfinished. Alright, there's the second one. Oh, I should maybe press them on the front quick too. There we go. Yep. Anything, you know, I need all the tips I can find to, like, be more productive and get started and be motivated on and all that. Oh, you just got a loud Amber alert? Jeez, yeah, go find that out. Yeah, we got one of those the other night and it did not end well, which is pretty sad. Pretty scary, sad stuff. Alright, opening this up. And we got one more after this, and we'll lay it out quick to see what it all looks like. Call it night. This was kind of the perfect week for us to get this block, or for me to get this block at least, because I've been limited here in the evenings for the past few days, and tomorrow. So having a block that's this quick and this easy. Did I do that funny? No. It's working out perfect. You know what? I can tell that I got the board. See? Oh yeah, I got the ironing board too wet because I'm getting that weird bubble in there again. So yeah, it's time for a new board. Just get a new board and be done with it. Stop thinking about it. That's what I need to do. I've said it enough. It's time to just pull the trigger. Less talk, more action. All right. Got this last guy. And I'll flip him over and we'll see what this looks like. We'll lay them all out and we'll see what it looks like. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, because then we want enough time to spend time with the wonder clips and all that. So, and we'll have the wonder clips out and ready for the maybe we'll try and finish the shell block because I think that's something we can finish, and we'll get the wonder clips out and ready for that too. Sewing together units. Okay. I'll scooch it down here. And like that. I always get so confused laying this out, like spinning it around and around. All right. Woo! I like it. Oh, I'm excited about it. For some reason, these are really jumping out at me, like the little twistiness of it all, and kind of liking that. Fun. Oh, I didn't realize, you know, since we cut this blue as a strip, all of our like little dots are going, you know, in a good direction. You know what this reminds me of? Those are like those candy strips. Those dots, those strips of paper with the candy dots on it. It kind of looks like that. So, all right. I think that's it for tonight. Yeah, we will sew this together on Wednesday. And again, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be back on Wednesday. I'm going to flip you guys around. Hello. So here is one of these candy dots. That's what it looks like. This is cute just like this. You know what? This really big would be like a cool modern quilt. You know, just 2 giant strips, like a queen-size quilt. If this is a queen-size quilt, that'd be pretty dang cool. I want one. I kind of love that, like, just like little things blown up big. So, all right, this will go, oh, thank you for coming. This will go up on YouTube later tonight, and it will go on Penguinfish Movies on YouTube. And again, the No Monster Here sale with the little guy. I gotta show him again. He's so cute. This is the size he is. But that's gonna go on through Wednesday, so you can check that out as well. If you're on my newsletter, you'll get another email for it. But bye. He says bye. Say bye, monster. Bye. All right. Good night.